Good evening, all of my Dharma brothers and sisters. First of all, I would like to respect the law Buddha and following Dharma and Sangha. And I would like to thank the most venerable Dr. Hansa. I am today very happy getting opportunity to discuss about my knowledge, the concern with our peaceful life. And I would like to thank all of the IBC members. I'm very happy. And I would like to welcome all of my Facebook the friends and also the IBC followers. So today the selected topic is the way of peaceful life, according to Buddhist perspective. But today I will discuss not only Buddhist perspective, but yes, Buddhist perspective. But the speech presentation will concern many things. So.
Little.
Okay. So I create this diagram. Only one. This is I believe that you will understand the peaceful life. This diagram can show you to understand really what is the peaceful life according to Buddhist perspective and scientific perspective. So the Buddhism based on the ethic. So what are the basic of the Buddhism, the ethics? So we can say the loving kindness, compassion, the sympathy, joy, equality, and the wisdom. This is the basic, the ethics of the Buddhism. These five the ethics can they give really the peaceful life. This is very deep, and these the five the ethics concern with the five precepts of the Buddhism, the five basic the precepts of the Buddhism. Let me explain. The first one is the loving kindness. The loving kindness is the concern with the first precept of the Buddhism, no killing. If you kill some people or any living beings, it means you are the absence of the loving kindness. So they are very interconnected each other. So and as well as if you keep the first precepts of the Buddhism, the no killing, it means you have the compassion. You are the cultivating. You are the cultivating loving kindness. You have the loving kindness. So this loving kindness is very powerful. The loving kindness can solve our human problem. Human beings are not peaceful. Why not peaceful? Because they have some problem. If you have problem, you are not peaceful. You will not be happy. This is very clear. I will explain very simply. So the human being, they have the anger problem. When you have the anger, you are angry. You are not peaceful. Your environment, your community, not peaceful. That is why we must cultivate love and kindness. This is called in Pali language metta. This is then this love and kindness also can control the human fighting. When you have the angry, this is very sure you are going to fight with other. If you want fight with other, no, you cannot be peaceful. Your environment, no peaceful. The world cannot be peaceful. Then the war. Looking back to the Second World War, very terrible. A lot of people died. So this is very dangerous. Why the world peace appear? We can say because of our anger, our fighting. That's our anger, fighting, protects the war. This is and that is why if we can cultivate love and kindness, metta, we can control world war. And then now today we can say the insomnia. Insomnia, many people they have the insomnia disease. This disease is it means cannot sleep very well. So cannot sleep. So according to Buddhist literature, if we practice loving kindness meditation, we can sleep very well. So I want to say that the best therapy of the sleeping is the loving kindness meditation, metta meditation. Then you will be very peaceful, right? Then we can now if we have now according to Buddhist literature, we can see that if our mind is not stable, not clear, because of angry, because of they want to fighting, so our mind is very confused. When our mind is very confused, very anger, our face, our body will be very ugly. That is why according to Buddhist literature, if we practice loving kindness meditation, we will be very beautiful. We will belong very beautiful face. So no need to make up, right? Just practice loving kindness meditation. Then I am going to explain the second one. This is compassion. If you have the compassion, you will not steal other people's properties. You never take other people's properties which is not given, right? So if you take other people's properties which are not given, it means you are broken in the compassion. You are the absence of the compassion. So if we cultivate the compassion can control the cruelty. Some people are very cruel. They try to hit other people. They try to beat other people. They try to give the reasonable punishment to other people. So this is very cruel. If you are a very cruel person, you will not be happy. You will not be peaceful. Your environment very suffer. How you can be peaceful? Cannot. That is why we have to cultivate the power of the compassion. Then the compassion can control the human harshness. Some people they talk very harsh speech, very hate speech. When you talk harsh speech, very hate speech, you cannot be happy. Your environment very suffer. Hearing is not good, not happy. That is why if we can cultivate the compassion, we can control harshness. Then some people they do this like they're not human. They do like not human. They want to destroy others. They try to rob other people. That is like not the human behavior. So if we have the compassion, we can control also the inhumanity. And then the compassion can control. This is according to the Dr. Neff, Christian Neff, his research observation. She described that if we practice compassion, this compassion, but the self-compassion. If we practice self-compassion, now today many people have the chronic pain. Chronic pain is mean very longer pain. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, like that, very long pain. In the pain in the heart, very suffer. So those kinds of pain can control the compassion, according to her the observation, Dr. Neff. And as well as he described that when we practice the compassion, we can control disorder. Some people, when they lose, they are very valuable thing, they are very lovely thing, very expensive thing. They are very suffer and they cannot eat very well and they cannot survive. Very well. If we practice and if we cultivate the compassion, we can control disorder. I'm talking very practically. Very practically, theory and practically, we have to go together. This is very important. Then I want to go explain. I'm going to explain the third one. This is the sympathy. Sympathy joy is very important. So when you have the sympathy joy, you will not do the sexual misconduct. Sympathy, if you do the sexual misconduct, it means you are lack of the sympathy. So we have to cultivate the sympathy. This is very important ethic of the Buddhism. Then when you have the sympathy joy, you can control the over selfish. Human sometimes very over selfish. When someone be successful, very happy, they cannot look at their success, people's success, their happiness. So this is when we practice the sympathy joy, we can control. So we can say that the over selfish is the first step of the human conflict. Human appear the conflict from the selfish over selfish. That is why we have to practice the sympathy joy. This is called in Pali language mudita. Mudita. So when we practice the sympathy joy and we can control negative emotion, sometimes people the emotion is very very negative. They look other people. When you look other people very negative by negative emotion, all of the people are your enemy. All of the people appear your enemy. But when you see other people, look other people, positive point of view, positive emotion, all people are your best friend. Yeah, your family. So that is why the negative emotion is very terrible. If we can cultivate sympathy, joy, mudita, we can control the negative emotion. And now we can see some people, they are very jealousy. Understand that the main sources of the human poorness is the jealousy. When you are jealous, you're going to be very poor. Believe it. That is why try to cultivate your sympathy, joy, mudita. Then some people we see the autism. Autism, it means they cannot connect it with other people. Autism, they are very alone. This is a kind of the disease. Alone, they live alone, lonely. So when you are very lonely and if you don't practice any meditation, you cannot be peaceful, you cannot be happy. That is why you have to practice the sympathy, joy, mudita meditation. The mudita meditation is the best for the social science. This is the best way of the social science. If you want to learn the social science, this one is the best. Then human, the dissatisfaction of living. Some people, they live but very lazy. Oh, I'm not happy. Why? Because they compare with very higher people, higher person. When they compare with higher people, so they cannot look at their achievement, their their success. They cannot. They don't look at their achievement. Then you will suffer. You will not be happy living. That is why if you want to live happily, peacefully, so you have to satisfy how much you can be success, and how much a little bit your achievement, and happy. Focus that and happy. So this is the very practically sympathy, joy. And number four, we can see the equality. Yeah. Okay. Just okay. I will explain just 2 minutes. Okay. 2 minutes because the two only I remain two. Yeah. So the third one is the equality, human equality. the equality is known in Pali language upekha. When you are the lack of the equality, all of your prejudice, this is very terrible, bias, and discrimination. This is the main problem, and the chauvinism. I want to actually I wanted to explain this is very widely, but our time is not enough. That is why I am sorry. I will explain you very briefly. The human, they have this is in justice, they have no justice, and they have the wrong decision. This is because of their lack of the equality. And so if you have the equality, you are not lying, right? This is the precepts of the Buddhism. So we have to cultivate equality. We have to stand by truth. So this is also very important sources for our peaceful life. And then let's go. And then the wisdom. I'm sorry because the time is very short. Then the four factor is they call in Pali Brahma Vihara. This is called Pali Brahma Vihara. It means sublime attitude, sublime living, the very higher, very noble living. That is why. And then when we have these four qualities of the Brahma Vihara, automatically we can create our wisdom. When we have the wisdom, we will not drink alcohol, we will not take any drug, right? Then when we have the wisdom, we can be clear in our we can take out our delusion, our ignorance. And some people, they have big problem because of subconsciousness mind. When we have the big, very deep wisdom, we can take out, we can put out our subconscious mind. And the human, they have sometimes a big depression. If we have very big, very deep wisdom, we can control the depression problem, and as well as the anxiety, we can control very well. And then some people, they have the bad attitude because they want the people, they lack of the wisdom, they drink some alcohol, they take the drug, so their attitude is unacceptable, very terrible. That is why we have to cultivate this ethic, Buddhist, the five factors of the ethics. It is very important for our peaceful life. When we have this five ethics, this ethic can generate our personally peaceful life to the world peace. Today, the many people they are trying to find the world peace. Actually, I want to give the message to the world. If you want the world peace, please cultivate these five factors of the ethics, the Buddhist ethics. Our world will be very peaceful. We can live very peacefully. Our life will be very peaceful. Thank you so much.